Hey guys, it is Saturday here in West Virginia, and we're doing this bonus video for the weekend because I just went to Walmart and scored some new square body auto hauler sets from M2. Unfortunately, we didn't find any chase stuff or super treasure hunts or anything like that. Our Walmart has been severely slacking this year, especially the past couple of months. I thought it was going to get better as the year went on, but it's kind of gotten worse. Still occasionally finding like random new M2 stuff, and that's about it. Everything else is old and stale. Our dump bin is now one of the little like tabletop mini dump bins, like a quarter bin, I think they are. And it's full of old stuff like A and B case stuff where the cards are all ripped to shambles and they look horrible. Them two like regular package cars in the little display cases, singles, they are still like old stuff that's left over from last year. Occasionally we'll get a new sleeve, like one case with two new sleeves of something, but it's very random and rare. Luckily, I found the Square Body Syndicate set about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and that was the last time I seen anything in the sleeve. We got some driver stuff in yesterday, and I picked up the Dart. We already seen the Dart. We did an unboxing on it. I sold my loose one, and then I'm keeping this one carded because, as I said, it just doesn't suit my diorama because it's too big. But the car and the advertisement, like style package, is great together. So leaving it carded, that's one that I would have to say is better packaged than loose. But anyways, back to the auto hauler stuff we found. We found some auto haulers also at my Walmart about 3 weeks ago, the R72 stuff. And it had two square bodies, the utility style ones. This one has more of your regular, everyday, conventional type of square bodies. And it's pretty cool. It's this set here. This is your R73 Chevy pickup set. If you remember last time, the set was a combination of Chevy and GMC. This is all Chevy, and it is much better looking than the last set, in my opinion. I didn't like that white trim with the ladder rack on the like teal blue or aqua blue, whatever you want to call it, crew cab, and then the utility box single cab. It was okay. Those are starting to grow on me. I actually wish they would do a couple more Dodges like that. I have the only one that they've done, and it was the one that was to pay tribute to the old emergency show, I think it was. I forget the name of it, but it's the one where they used the single cab like W200 platform, or maybe even the 300 with the utility box on the back of it. Anyways, so I'd like to see some more Dodges with that type of bed. So anyways, this one here, you have the 1977 Chevy Cheyenne Super 30 and 1973 Chevrolet truck. Then this is your R73. The other two sets in this case, which they were all there and there were no chases. This one does not have a chase variant. As you can see, worldwide, limited to 9,000 pieces. I'm not sure if the one with the Jeep, I'm not even sure what the Jeep had. I didn't pay much attention to it because I thought it was an ugly set. And I even think it's sponsored by Spam, if I can remember right. But it's not a good looking set at all. The other set, however, for Ford is pretty sweet. It's got a 56 Ford F100 and a custom like 49 to 51 Mercury on the back of it. That may have had a chase variant, or the Jeep set may have had a chase variant. I'm not sure. But anyways, none of our units in that case were chase pieces. That's what I'm running into a lot now, finding new M2 stuff randomly, and I'm there when the full case is stocked, but there's no chase variants in it. But it doesn't matter, really. Because I'm just going to get rid of them anyways. I don't collect chase stuff as it is, so Even if I find the Mopars in chase, I sell them and try to get the regular one eventually. But, so you have this orange and white two-tone crew cab and the red and white two-tone single cab. And they're both Chevys. And on this end cap, you can see it's open, so you can see the front end of that truck. And this is a really, really good looking crew cab. Standard ride height. Now you can see the back of the single cab on the trailer. And as you can see, he sits crooked because whoever designed M2's trailers should be shot. They did a horrible job with the trailers. They are too narrow. The fenders should not be flush with the trailer side. The fenders should be like protruding past the trailer side. It should stick out a little bit to give you room to get your car on there. And then these jacks are horrible. That's probably the size a trailer jack should be for maybe even a 1/24. So it's quite hideous looking. Usually on my trailers, I end up taking them off or breaking them off, or they just end up breaking on their own because they are not functional. They do not go up and down. But anyways, yeah, that's why the single cab is sitting crooked. So, the bottom of this box, it gives you your licensing stuff. The back side looks cool. The orange and white two-tone and the Chevrolet bow tie with Chevrolet and Chevy pickups under it looks really sweet. And it would probably look really good with this sitting in front of it just to take a pic. And honestly, I got both sets. We unboxed one already. So this set we're selling. If somebody wants it, 20 or not 20, but $30 plus shipping. And then here is the set open. And let's drop you down a little bit here. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Especially just seen by itself. That is actually a really good photo op right there. Because it matches that box. That's perfect. If I was a Chevy guy and keeping... Well, I am a Chevy guy too, but more Mopar. But if I was keeping this, I would definitely take the box that this one came out of and cut it out and either put it in like a display case or something as the backdrop for this truck. Wherever I park the truck on the shelf or whatever, this should be right behind it. That looks very good. So I'm definitely going to do some pics of this truck before it goes to a new home. So anyways, this, as I mentioned, is a very nicely done truck. The orange and white two-tone is actually one of my favorite color combos. Orange and white, orange and black, like the two-truck lift set of the Mopars that M2 recently did. That's pretty cool. The grill on this thing looks really good, nicely detailed and stuff. And let's see what it's got inside of it for an engine. Looks like a carbureted motor. So they're going, I think, totally stock with this one, I think. It is really hard for me to see. Yeah, it is. Just like a standard 350 all blacked out. Maybe 454. Most likely 454 being a crew cab. Dually. And let's check him. And the rollability is nice. The back axle wobbles a little bit. As you can see, that wheel looking like it's bent. But it's really not too bad, though. Rolls pretty nice for what it is. And as always, they're metal on metal. You got your hitch there. And I love the way this truck sits. It's just your standard ride height truck. Not slammed, not lifted. Just a basically bone stock crew cab dually. Looks really cool. And then we have this guy here. I didn't take him out the trailer. And the trailer wheels wobble a little bit, but they roll. I didn't unscrew him, so I'm not sure how he's going to roll. But one thing that I just noticed, which is pretty cool, it has SS badges on the fender legs. So they're trying to make an SS show truck. And he is already a little loose on there. It's not fully tightened. And this paint job with the lower rocker panel area being like a, I don't know, off-white dove gray kind of color. It doesn't look too bad. The only thing I think looks a little out of place is the blacked out grille and headlight bezels, because everything else is chrome. You have chrome wheels, chrome bumpers, and chrome window trim. If they would have blacked everything else, it would look really good, but that probably should be chrome in my opinion. And what kind of engine is in here? It looks like a late model supercharged LS series motor. Pretty cool. And that hood opens very nicely. The gaps and everything is pretty nice. And this is like a medium red with metallic, like a red metallic in it maybe. So pretty cool looking truck. SS badge on the tailgate, and there's the latch. I thought it was filled in. It kind of looks like they were going for that effect, but you can still see the indent for it. And then nice smoothed off tail lights. So it does look pretty customized back there, like compared to other stock ones. And as you can see, yeah, they did set it up at an angle because it won't fit on the trailer. That's like I was saying, these fenders should go a little bit more outward so you can get to whatever vehicle you're towing on the trailer and be able to open the door. So yeah, the M2 trailers are not anything to write home about. They're not that great. But the set is really nice. And they do function though. If you hook it up, it will pull it. So that's one thing cool. But that jack looks horrible. That's why, as I mentioned, I just end up taking them off. And if you want to make one, you probably can use a paper clip and bend it and make it look more accurate than this big ugly thing. And then the trailer, well, there ain't much you can do about it. Your car or truck's going to have to sit cocked a little bit with one side sitting on one of the trailer fenders, or just get a narrower car, because some cars will fit on these trailers. They're narrow enough, but definitely not one of these squares. So guys, that's it for today. Tune back in Monday. We'll be back for our usual Mopar Monday. Enjoy your weekend, and thanks for watching.